Hey there YouTube, West Texas Prepper here. I'm going to show you a project that I'm going to start working on here soon. This is a wood burning stove and oven that my wife and I picked up a few years ago for about 50 bucks. Has a lot of sentimental value to it. A place where my wife did some guide work up in the mountains, was redoing some cabins up there, and they were going to get rid of it. So we made a little donation to the camp, and we were able to get the stove. And I've already sort of torn it apart, and it's been a few years since I've done that, so I'm going to have a little bit of trouble trying to remember how it goes back together. But I'm going to try to put this together for our anniversary. So I've got a few months to work on this over the winter and through the spring, and work on this and get it put back together. But as you can see, the pile of parts, I've pulled everything apart. I will go in and clean everything up, get all the rust off of it, spray it down, and get everything put back together. It's really in real good shape. The only major issue with it is here on this part. As you can see, everything else is in real good shape. You know, a few dings here and there, but we'll be able to get that cleaned up and straightened up. Some of that not going to really matter, but I can get another piece of metal and put over that, cover that part up, and get got a guy that has a fabrication shop. He can make me another piece that I can fit over that and screw down, and that's on the inside, so you won't be able to see that, so that's not going to be a big deal. But this is something I want to start working on, and it'll serve a couple of purposes. One, she'll really like it, and that'll win me some points with the missus. Of course, you're always looking for stuff like that. There's the door cover. This not only a stove, but it has a little oven as well. So, but you know, the thing about it is it's a wood stove. So we'll be able to use it in case we have a situation, whatever that might be. We would always be able to go in and maybe utilize this if we needed to. And that's what my purpose is. I'm going to fix it up where it can be used if needed. Now, it'll probably be a decoration in our house, sort of a stand, you know, end table or something like that, put it over in a corner. But if we needed to, I'm going to go in and refinish it just like I would a functional, and it will be a functional wood stove once I get everything done and put back together on it. So that is my project. Got all the pieces there for it. You can see the door handle, the four legs that it sits up on. This, this went in a real small cabin, so it wasn't a big one. But some of the wood stoves that they have in the cabins where we go now aren't very big. You only put about 4 or 5 pieces of firewood in them, but man, they will heat up a small area pretty quickly. But I know it looks like a mess now, but I'm going to keep this documented as I'm working on the project, as things go forward with it, and keeping an update on that, and sort of learn as I go and share my experiences and some of the things that I'm doing on this. But I'm really excited about getting this project going. And you can go in the top there, you see, is in great shape. I thought there was a crack in it. There might be a little one, but it's fixable. There's nothing on here that can't be fixed. Everything actually was in real good shape. Really the only parts I'm probably going to have to replace are the nuts and bolts that hold everything together. I'm going to get some new ones of those if I can't get them cleaned up. And then, of course, have to get this one area, have to get some metal cut for that. So I can sort of bang that out and get it straightened out, then put that other sheet on there and screw that together, and we'll be good. But this is a good looking stove. I know it looks like it has a lot of rust on it right now, but that'll all clean up. I'll talk about some of the products that I have. Well, that's a sort of big gaping hole in there, isn't it? Talk about some of the products that I have that I'll be using on it as far as the rust preventative and doing away with that. I've done some research on that already. That's not a bad little side thing. You could bake some bread in there, or biscuits, do whatever you needed to. Good size stove top up here. It has two burners. I guess they're burners, but 2 openings, but you could put some stuff on there and do some great things with it. So I'm really looking forward to getting this project going. It'll probably be another couple weeks before I really get started on it, but I was just sort of getting some parts out and seeing what I needed to do, and I'm looking forward to getting this, and I'll keep you up to date on it. Hey, thanks a lot, YouTube. You have a good day. As always, leave your comments. If anybody's done any work like this before, I would always welcome some advice. I've never done anything like this, so I'm really looking forward to it. This will be a good little project to get started on. Leave your comments, like the video. As always, West Texas signing off. Keep your powder dry, keep prepping, start where you are. Thanks a lot, YouTube.